Well, check this out. Let's kick things off with a wild one. Back in 1989, Pink Floyd pulled off this insane floating concert in Venice. Picture this. A stage literally floating on the lagoon, St. Mark's Square packed with over 200,000 fans, and the sound shaking historic buildings like crazy. Boats everywhere, tons of trash left behind, total chaos. And guess what? The city council had to resign because of the madness. Absolute legend move, but a nightmare for the city. Now, hop back to 1954 and we're peeking behind the scenes of the first Godzilla movie. Haruo Nakajima was sweating it out in this 200-pound rubber suit, stomping through tiny city sets like a full-on monster apocalypse. Add creative lighting, smoke, slow-motion cameras, and bam! You've got the birth of a global pop culture icon. Those practical effects were insane, and seeing the crew work their magic behind the camera, next-level filmmaking. Jump to the 50s and 60s. Sugar was being sold like it was a health miracle. Ads were everywhere claiming it could help you lose weight and boost energy. Yeah, right. They had smiling families, doctors, slim women, basically making sugar look like a miracle worker. In reality, it was all smoke and mirrors, hiding the fact that sugar could lead to obesity, heart disease, and diabetes. Wild how they tricked everyone back then. Okay, check this. 1880 to 1930. Mugshots weren't just about criminal records. They told stories. Thieves, con artists, drifters, all captured in gritty detail. Photography was a new tool for cops, but these shots also give us a peek into social conditions of the time. The faces, the expressions, they're haunting, showing the raw humanity behind crime before modern forensics even existed. Now, let's talk fashion with a twist. 1949 saw the invention of the adhesive bra swimsuit. Yeah, stick-on bras for beachwear. Women were all about freedom and style, but heat, sweat, and water made these things super tricky to actually wear. Still, it was bold, experimental, and a peek into post-war fashion, experimenting with comfort and body confidence. Time travel to 100 BC to 200 AD in Rome, Egypt, where the Fayum mummy portraits blew minds. Wooden panels, vivid wax pigments, super realistic faces over mummies. These portraits merged Egyptian funerary traditions with Roman realism. Emotion, detail, personality. It's like the people are staring right at you centuries later. Total cultural mashup, and these images are hauntingly beautiful. Fast forward to 1979, and we've got the cocaine calendar. Yup, a full-on calendar celebrating coke culture. Glossy photos, cheeky references, glamorizing a seriously dangerous drug. Back then, society was casually glamorizing substance use, and this relic now feels like a bizarre time capsule from the disco era. Flip to 1972, Texas State Fair, bright colors, people tasting barbecue, chili, pecan pies, and all kinds of local goodies. Cowboy hats, carnival rides, families enjoying themselves. It was basically a big celebration of Texas pride. These photos show local life, food culture, and just how festive the state fair scene was back then. All right, let's get edgy. 1946, Rockaway Beach in New York. People getting tickets for indecent exposure. Bathing suits considered too short got you sighted right there on the sand. Fashion was evolving, but the law was strict. These photos capture the tension between changing trends and old-school modesty. Now, Northern Europe, 1890 to 1930. Rare photos of the Sami people, indigenous, nomadic, surviving the Arctic, reindeer herding, fishing, traditional clothing, tents called lavu. These images preserve a way of life shaped by harsh landscapes and cultural resilience. They're snapshots of survival, tradition, and identity in a harsh but beautiful world. 1563 to 1591, Giuseppe Arcimboldo making portraits out of fruits, vegetables, flowers, and fish. Each piece formed a human face, blending surrealism, realism, and symbolism. Seasons, traits, elements, all creatively fused into human likenesses. Totally mind-bending, whimsical, and iconic. These paintings weren't just art. They were conversation starters, jaw-dropping examples of how creativity can bend reality. 1890, Norway, postcards showing serene fjords, wooden villages, farmers, and festivals. Romanticized, colorful, promoting tourism, and giving a glimpse into everyday life at the end of the 19th century. Nature, culture, simplicity. It's all there in stunning visuals. Imagine sending one of these postcards home and letting someone see a peaceful world far removed from urban chaos. Jump to 1966, behind the scenes of the good, the bad, and the ugly. Sergio Leone directing tense standoffs, actors in rugged costumes, Ennio Morricone's score looming large, desert landscapes, gritty sets, epic standoffs. These photos show how a Western masterpiece came to life with creativity and grit. You can almost feel the dust and tension just looking at the frames. 1920 to 1930, daredevil bikers racing in motorcycle chariots. Lightweight open-frame bikes, stunts, adrenaline, and crowds going wild. The pics show speed, danger, and early motorsport spectacle. Riders were fearless, and the early motorcycles were pure ingenuity in motion. You can almost hear the roar of engines and smell the burning rubber. 1840 to 1850, daguerreotype portraits capturing the oldest generations ever photographed. Details, clothing, facial expressions, they preserve social status, fashion, and customs. Early photography giving us a peek into lives from nearly 2 centuries ago, immortalizing people for history. Every portrait feels like the person might blink at any moment. Picasso's self-portraits, age 15 to 90. Watch the evolution from realistic teen sketches to cubist, abstract, bold masterpieces. His style shifts with his mind, emotions, and experimentation. These portraits are a lifetime of identity exploration captured on canvas. 7 decades of art, all in one visual journey, and it's insane to see how fearless he got with color and form over time. 1906, Edwardian beach fashion. Long dresses, corsets, wide hats, and men in full suits. Elegant but stifling, leisure mixed with strict social decorum. These photos show the constraints of style versus the desire for fun in public spaces. You can almost feel the heat and stiffness, but people still tried to enjoy the sand. 1920s to 1950s, drive-in restaurants. America's car culture, thriving. Classic cars, neon lights, car hops serving meals to people in vehicles. Dining and entertainment combined, reflecting convenience, socializing, and the post-war consumer boom. These spots were more than food. They were the ultimate hangout, a mix of style, speed, and social life. 1943, Esther Bubbly, capturing Greyhound bus terminals. Crowds, chaos, movement, weary travelers, all amidst wartime America. Routine moments like boarding or waiting become visual stories of energy, emotion, and human connection. You can practically hear the buses honking, the footsteps, the chatter. She made ordinary life look cinematic. 1860 to 1875, spirit photography. Ghosts captured in images with the living through clever double exposures. People were obsessed with connecting to the afterlife, but skeptics exposed many hoaxes. These photos show curiosity, fear, and fascination with the supernatural during the Victorian era. It's wild thinking people paid good money just to see a ghost in a picture. Every photo tells a story. Every image freezes a moment that changed how people lived, dreamed, or just tried to have fun. The world's packed with hidden stories, so keep looking. History's never boring when you dig a little deeper. Catch you next time, and stay curious.